Hey everyone, and welcome back to the solar kiln build. Today we're going to knock out some more framing. We have some walls that we need to put up, and then we also want to finish the trusses. And just a reminder, this is all wood that we milled ourselves, so this makes this project really special to us. We milled some more wood over the weekend. Now we have materials to hopefully finish the majority of the framing. So let's go ahead and get started with these walls.
I have it. Walk down onto that thing.
The log?
Yeah, the log is there for mud bridge.
Okay. I'm past.
All right. All right. Up on that edge. And then
Towards me, right?
should be flush against that. You pretty square?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right,
So,
this is off just a fraction, but not very much.
yeah, is it in for you?
Yeah.
Because it's a little out for me.
Yeah. When you say it, like the top is closer than the bottom?
This wall is sticking out.
And what happens if you just get behind this real quick? I'll hold it here. Let me put this like in here like I just said I was gonna do.
So the studs that we're putting in today are 24-inch on center, and you can see we put up the top plate up there, and the studs are all going to have to be cut at a bevel since it's angled. We thought that having the sheathing up first would help us with securing them in place, and then of course we'll also toe nail it in at the top and bottom.
So push on that just a little bit and let's see how much you can. It's there. Wherever it is, it is. And that could be the ward.
Yeah, it could be.
We've had that discussion a couple times. So I think that's good. All right, so get your nailer and let's nail it.
Man, all those shiners.
Did you do a lot of them?
No, I'm just kidding.
Slide towards you. Here, I'll put this down and then you can just stand on it. All right.
Is that it, or?
There's two.
Oh, maybe there isn't.
Sorry.
It was just frozen. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So put two up there, boom, boom, and then come over here and put. Good.
How's it feel in there?
Feels good. It's warm. After we toe nail this in, I want to straighten this thing up and then have you nail it from the outside. All right, push in good. There you go.
Good. All right, so we got our studs installed for our sidewalls. You can see that we cut them at this 45-degree angle, so it would be nice and flush with that. Also, you might notice there's a slight gap here. We flushed them all up on the back side so that when we go to put our sheathing on, it'll all be flush on that side. There's some slight variation on the widths from board to board, just because we did this all manually on the sawmill. We're not perfect, so we just decided to flush it up on the back side there. We also got the other side complete. We have that first panel of sheathing on there. And overall, the whole building is just feeling super rigid now. And so next we want to focus on our trusses up here. So we're gonna take some time and assemble our trusses, and then we'll be ready to get them installed. Man, installing the sheathing is just like the best part. Like you just instantly feel it. Kind of hard to believe that's pine. That's some spalted rainbow pine. It's high quality lumber. So this is one truss that we left out the other day. And the reason we left it out is because the two boards are slightly different thickness. And with all these other ones, we were able to match the thickness up. But we don't have another good replacement board. So we're just gonna go with it. It won't really change anything about it strength-wise. It's just one of those little things that bothers us that we usually try not to do. This wood is all still really wet. We basically just cut it, piled it, and now it's been sitting together like this. So there's some stuff growing on it right now, but as soon as we get it up and get this dried in, it's gonna start drying out. And as long as it stays dry, nothing really should grow on it anymore.
Yeah, so I just used the Forstner bit to cut a little flat spot, and then I'm cutting through this first one so that it clears, so it gets some of the wood out of the way. And so it just comes out right here, see? Just barely comes out. And then I'm gonna put some glue on here. I just kind of put it like this, and then it squeezes it. I didn't put it close to the bottom.
So we made these two pieces of wood at a 45-degree cut. And so adding those two 45s together gives us 90. So we can take our speed square and double check that it's a 90-degree angle after that.
All right.
You just want to go onto the ground?
Huh? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just come down like that. For this thing. All right. Wait a minute.
Are you there?
I think I am.
I'm right on right now. You can get yours in?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so now this truss is exactly where it needs to be. We put it right in the center. It's just temporarily held in place right now, so we still have to secure it in place.
We really have to go look at our plastic because it's 4 feet wide, but then there's some H-channel connectors, and we gotta make sure that the first two, the center panel will be centered on this, so everything's gonna go off this. So as we do,
And so these are big 4x8 sheets.
4x8 sheets.
They'll go across the front here.
That's right.
So the sun can shine in.
Since there's 5 sheets to get across, the first one is centered on this. So we got to make sure that we put it, and we have to make sure I think it's, it's about 5/8 of an inch, but we have to make sure that the H channel that connects them together and seals them, we just have to make sure that spacing is correct.
Yeah, because we know it sucks when you go to put a sheet down and then it doesn't line up. And by the way, on our subfloor, we had put this down and we were having some problems with it the other day. And then after we posted that video, we saw a bunch of you had commented, and it turns out we had actually installed this subfloor in the wrong direction. We should have done it against the joist, so 90 degrees what they are now, and that would have solved all of our problems. So that was our lesson learned for the subfloor. It is still very sturdy as it is, and it's not gonna affect us, but we do wish we would have installed it the other way, so now we know that for next time. The weather has been all over the place this past week. We had just floods all last week. The ground is still very saturated, and now tomorrow we have some snow coming in. So we're gonna try to wrap up on putting these collar ties on so that when we come back, once we can get up here, we can get those installed. All right, well, we ended up getting some snow. We've brushed it mostly off now and ready to get back to it. But last time we cut down all these collar ties. These aren't really exactly the same as a regular collar tie, but we're using them so that we have a ceiling inside the kiln. But we cut these, and it turns out they were all just a hair off, and we want these to be exactly flush because we want our ceiling to end up level and all of them to be at the same level with one another. So we're starting off today just taking a sliver off each one so they all fit.
Yeah, just the stop on the saw has flex in it. And so when we were putting it on the other day, when it would hit the stop that we had set up so that they'd all be the same, it was pushing it out so they're all just slightly
hair
over.
off.
Yeah, so this one I did exactly the calculation. I did the 3/8 of an inch, and that looks pretty good.
We did a little Pythagorean theorem to figure that one out. There you go, guys. Math class pays off.
I got some ice on here too, so I gotta. All right. Oh, right there?
Yeah, it could come a little bit towards me, but if that's where it's at, it's good.
Oh, that's probably where it's at.
All right.
good, doesn't it?
This look pretty good. All right, we got our rafters up and they're looking really good. They lined up surprisingly well. We do have a couple that we need to tweak next time. Honestly, they went up so fast. I think it took us longer to mark where they were all gonna go, and I didn't even record that part of it. Went up quick, and next time we'll secure them down in place for real. But they're pretty much where they're gonna be now. What do you think, Dad?
I think they look great.
But that's all we're gonna be doing for today. So I wanna give a big thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed. Also, we just hit 40,000 subscribers, so thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. It's crazy that we're at 40,000 subscribers now, and let's keep growing this. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 50K. Also wanna give a big thank you to everyone that has backed over on Patreon. Really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys next time.